After nearly £800 million spent and 4 years on the job, Arsenal fans believe it's time for Mikel Arteta to win a major trophy for Arsenal this season, and the Gunners haven't disappointed much so far. Their win against Porto in the Champions League means they're in the last 8 of the competition after 14 good years, even though they will have to face their arch-nemesis Bayern Munich for a spot in the semi-finals. They have also managed to once again keep pace with Man City and Liverpool at the top of the Premier League table, and the mood plus the expectation is slowly building, maybe even more than last season. Since taking over 4 seasons ago, Arteta has proven season after season that, after Arsene Wenger's glory years, he is the right man to lead the Gunners back to glory days of yesteryears. Thanks to the Spaniards' guidance, the London club has developed a new identity both on and off the pitch in recent seasons. Under the young coach, Arsenal appeared hopeless at first, finishing 8th in the first 2 seasons, and everyone thought it was the same old Arsenal. But he managed to lead the Gunners into a 5th spot finish in 2021-22, and then they challenged for the Premier League last season. Many thought it was a fluke, but then they've proved it wasn't. The Gunners have been arguably the best team in England this season, and if this pattern is anything to go by, it could reach its pinnacle this season. However, we cannot accept a simple pattern suggesting that the Gunners will win the league or the Champions League this season. So, what is it with the current Arsenal team that makes us confident that they will win a big trophy this season? Let's take a look. A few seasons ago, the Gunners' fighting spirit was non-existent, to say the least, but they seem to have worked on that, and with the quality of the players in the team, they believe they can match anyone. They've managed to keep themselves at the same level as Manchester City and Liverpool in the Premier League, scoring numerous stoppage time winners and managing to pick points even on their bad days, which is a mark of a true champion. One of the Gunners' major undoing in the league last season was their inability to win any match against the eventual winners Man City. That has changed though this season, beating Pep Guardiola's side at Emirates before holding them to a draw at the Etihad recently. They repeated a similar feat against Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, winning one and drawing the other. This means the Gunners took a total of 8 points out of a possible 12 from matches against City and Liverpool, the only 2 title contenders. They mean business. The Gunners also have the best record against traditional top 6 teams in the Premier League this season. They're also the highest scoring team in the Premier League, outscoring Man City and Liverpool, and they also have the best defense. In the Champions League, Arsenal came up against an impressive FC Porto, and after losing the first leg away in Portugal, many thought it would be a repeat of last season when they were knocked out by Benfica from the Europa League, but Arteta's boys showed immense character and mental fortitude to beat the Portuguese side on penalties. The Gunners are a truly changed side, and the belief that they can beat anyone has made them even stronger, and the results have been nothing short of amazing. But from finishing 8th twice to 5th and now challenging for the title and in the latter stage of the Champions League, how did Arsenal become this good? Well, much of the credit should go to none other than Arteta. The Spaniards' coaching brilliance has raised the overall team performance. The Gunners put on display some of the most scintillating performances in Europe last season, dazzling their opponents with some fluid, one-touch football, constantly switching positions to overwhelm their opponents. That does not seem to be the case this season. The Gunners are more about control this season. With their summer signings, we will get there shortly. The Gunners are now a big team. They have big players within their squad and their depth is unbelievable. They now dominate the game better whether in possession or not. The whole team moves as a unit, taking their time and patiently waiting to attack, whether using those quick breaks or simply bursting into fast runs from midfield. It's more about choking their opponents in their own half and minimizing their chances. The Gunners' XGA, or expected goals allowed, is better than that of Manchester City and Liverpool. They are by far the best team defensively. Much talk has been that of Arsenal needing a real striker, but they have shown that they can do just fine with the current attacking players in the team who have all proven lethal. From Bukayo Saka to Martin Odegaard and Gabriel Martinelli, the Gunners have a perfect blend of scoring players. And as a unit, they have not only managed to score the highest number of goals, but they also lead in the number of chances created as well. They also boast the highest number of touches in the opponent's box, ranking ahead of both City and Arsenal once again. they've been brilliant in Europe as well. They managed to score 16 points in the group stage, conceding just 4, and none of them at home. And we all remember how the last 16 clash against Porto went. The Gunners look like a fresh new team, with a nice blend of young players, experienced ones, and new ideas with a lot of hunger. We've seen them thoroughly overwhelm their opponents, like the 4-0 against PSV or the 6-0 versus Lens in Europe, as well as 5-0 wins against Crystal Palace, Sheffield United and Burnley in the league. They have also shown that they can cope just fine when under pressure, like the clash against Porto, when they managed to score all their penalties while saving 2. The Gunners have been very good. We mentioned about the depth earlier, right? Well, the Gunners got themselves ready early on, starting with the winter arrivals of Jorginho, Jakub Kiwior and Leandro Trossard. The 3 have played a vital role this season, and then now add summer arrivals of Kai Havertz, Jurrien Timber, David Raya and Declan Rice, and you have a perfect mix. These players have all played their part in taking the Gunners to the next level. Jorginho's presence has allowed Rice to move further up the pitch, which has been beneficial to the Gunners. The former West Ham man has not only been a commanding figure in the Gunners' midfield, but has also chipped in with a couple of important goals. Raya has been outstanding in goal, even dislodging Aaron Ramsdale as the first choice keeper. Havertz started slowly but has shown his quality in recent weeks, hitting double figures in goals and assists. He's been happy leading the line at times, and he enjoys winning battles thanks to his immense height and lanky physique. Trossard's versatility of being able to play as a striker, tuck in as a winger, and just fly around as an attacking midfielder has been one of Arteta's most lethal weapons. His finishing ability has been extremely important for Arsenal, and in the absence of Zinchenko, Kiwior has been a regular starter and an important one for that matter, providing a different dimension, a more stronger presence at the back. With the likes of Thomas Partey and Gabriel Jesus back from injury and Timber returning soon following his ligament tear, Arsenal are nearing full strength, which will be a major boost as we approach the run-in. Having a full squad at this crucial stage of the season is important, especially for the Gunners, who many will consider rookies at this stage compared to City and Liverpool. There are still a number of matches to go, with Arsenal having some tough games on their list. They have to play Chelsea and Aston Villa at home, while they have away days at the likes of Wolves, Tottenham and Manchester United. From what we've seen though, the Gunners are able to continue with their fine form and could get the best of results from the remaining fixtures, which can catapult them to a league win. They have the confidence and belief that they can win against any team both at home and in Europe, and this could be the key going into the last month of action, both at home and in Europe. Winning a big trophy at any club depends on a number of factors, from performance to injuries, competition strength, and at times luck. Arsenal have ensured that they have performed consistently at a high level even when they've had to deal with injuries, and they have overcome challenges throughout the season. With the season soon coming to an end, which trophy do you think the Gunners will bag? Let us know in the comments below.